Welcome to ForagerLive. I'm Shanta, and I'm going to be hosting this session on Forager.com. It's going to be a total experiment because we're looking at doing this on cellular data and not on a live because we're out in the field, and we're going to be out here doing nettles today. And nettles is the most interesting plant. It's been in continual uh, time. Um, you see little back cam. And, um, my tripod and camera for this one. We're just going to be doing it with my tablet for the moment. Now, I'm going to have to try to figure out how to get to the other cam. There must be a way of doing it. As we're looking at, it might be easier just to bring in my phone. Okay, finally got it over onto my phone. Yeah, there we go. Now, underneath that tree over there is a nice patch, but it's pretty much obscured. This is the nettles coming up out of the grass, and that's a pretty good um, stage of harvest for eating. You want them quite small, and if you go in there and you just reach in, plop. Hey, that's about eating. Even smaller is better when they're all there's not much there at all. They're all bunched right up on the leaves. Now these plants, when as they grow taller, they don't grow significantly more leaves. They do, but however, they do grow significantly longer stem in between. When this plant is at full height, it's actually used for fiber. Makes a nice soft linen-like fiber. The plant itself is highly nutritious, full of vitamins, minerals, etc., all based on what's in the soil, which is one reason why you should always harvest wherever glycosides have not been sprayed, because glycosides actually block the absorption of nutrients into the plant so that it doesn't grow well. That's how it actually kills the plant, is by interfering with the plant's ability to absorb nutrients. Which means that any foodstuffs that you eat that have that glycoside sprayed on them will also be limited in the amount of food that's available for you to nutrients in the food. One of the primary reasons why one should never eat foods that have had glycosides sprayed on them. They dramatically reduce the quality of the food. Now, in this particular patch, I'll just try to switch back over to the other person. And we'll put them side by side. Now, you notice between all of the plants here, we have grass. Now, I brought a rake. As you can see, I have a rake in the wheelbarrow. And you take the rake and you pull all the grass. This makes it harder. Another option you can use at this point when you're first time, this is the first time I've been into this spot. So when you pull all this stuff away, you expose only the freshly growing plants. The plant doesn't have to extend to get through the layer of material, but it does provide early protection for the plants in the winter for overwintering. Nettles, however, are an extremely hardy plant, and therefore can tolerate winter fairly well. Now, as you can see, that this plants are right next to a creek. This is kind of environment they like. They like lots of moisture. They also like the peaty-like soils, lots of organic material in the upper layer of soil for good nutrition and ease of growth. That's why you'll see them in, they love gardens. They also love the barnyard situations, like around old barns and coming up in pig pens or cow pens if they've been out of use for a while. Now this expanding their compost piles, which I will do after I finish the broadcast. I'll take this all away. Now, underneath this tree, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that well with this particular camera combination, as I'm doing it the hard way. I have my phone in the wrong mode. So on the back of the iPad, so you're seeing both images. But underneath the plant, underneath this tree, there's lots and lots of nettles coming up. You can see that in that picture, lots of nettles there. And a bunch underneath there. Now, what I did is I brought my loppers and I'm going to trim off all of these branches. They're all dead. And, there's a few live ones in here, but most of these are dead and should be removed anyway. Like that one's obviously dead. Pull it out. It'll do the tree itself a favor by cleaning it out. Also expose the patch underneath to more light, so they'll grow more efficiently. Once the next time I come through this patch, after I've cleaned out the branches and raking all of the grass away, I'll use a scythe to cut the nettles. And like I say, when you're in the first part of the season, you want to take the nettles when they're quite short, because when they're short like that, they're soft. The leaves are bushy, and the formic acid content and the histamines are not in there, so they don't sting as much when you're harvesting them, and they'll also cook them at this stage, they're really soft and tender, and they're such a wonderful food to eat. Now, on my website, I have on forager.com, there's a link to the encyclopedia. The site encyclopedia has a growing list of herbs in there. Nettles is one that I recently added. And although it's only approximately about 50% completed as far as the potential data that I could be putting on it. So it'll tell you, it's got all the uses in there that's been used around the world for food, medicine, dyes, fiber. Great plant, absolutely a great plant. It's essential for our multivitamins. It really works well with the urinary tract. So if you have any kind of problems with the prostate, with frequent urination, those kinds of things, this plant, and some people even that it helps with stones and kidney stones and the like. Not so much the kidney stones, but more the bladder stones. It tends to break them up and help you to flush them out. Great little plant. So as eating a fair amount in the spring is a really good spring tonic and cleanse. I like to dry them and crunch them up and use them in salads as part of the salad dressings over the course of the year. This keeps your minerals and vitamins content high, so that you're able to metabolize your food properly and have all the nutrients that your body needs for natural growth and in body maintenance. Not sure how much I should go through here, but the herb is on the website. You can go and look at it, and it will give you much more information about than I'm giving you right now. And it also, there's a possibilities that I'll do another live stream or actual just set up the video camera and record it and have it as a regular YouTube video. In time, I'll also have these on DTube and steam it, STEEMIT.com. Great resource for content producers to earn Steam coins simply by adding adding your streams and comments onto it. You actually get cryptocurrency from it. Great little item. Okay, I'm gonna sign off now and get into some physical work here so that they can get this patch opened up for the next round of harvesting. Thanks a lot for joining me, and we'll see you next time.